angels. Take a shot with me in every different angles. You know I rock for you because the love is tangled. But baby, I can't let it go. Cause your vibe is like no other. I've seen this before. Oh, what's up, y'all? My bad. I was just vibing. But we finna get into a reading. We just gonna do energies and oracles today. And I guess I'll put some charms. You know, get into it and, you know, knock it out real quick. I'm gonna try to do a couple today because I got some free time. So I do wanna kinda knock out you know, a couple things. And then the next one I do, that one's gonna really be that one's gonna be more so like I'm gonna like meditate on it. I'm gonna try to do what I did. If you guys go back to like kind of like the start of my channel, I used to just meditate and whatever the universe would send me, or like whatever messages need to be put out there to help everybody, I would basically just whatever I saw, whatever I heard, whatever I felt, I would write it all down, and then like I would make a video about it and just let the energy take over from each thing that I saw or felt. And I want to get back into that because, you know, I want to get back into like the root of where I started at, you know, and the root of where I started at was just talking, being expressive, and I really feel like this might be symbolic to the reading. So there could be something that you going back to the basics for, like you're realizing now that I have to learn how to go back to the basics. It's not just, oh, let's back to the basics, but it's relearning the basics, or like re-allowing yourself to go back to that period of, so much, because I'm having so many thoughts, because this is like, I'm thinking about something I said the other day, and then somebody else said, and it kind of is confirming what I'm saying now. So, but definitely getting back into the basics, you have to relearn your basics, right? So you might have started with the basics, like, okay, well, the basics, I do this, I do that, but then the more and more you became like complex or something, or more knowledgeable or something, you started moving further and further, like away from the basics, because you conquered that stage, right? But let's say you got lost along the way, and so now it's like, okay, damn, like, where do I go? How do I do this? Like, right? So now you're like in this position where it's like, go back to the basics, back to the basics. That might actually be the title of this reading, and I think that's where it goes, back to the basics. All right, let's see. So spirituality, mission. So definitely get back in tune with your purpose. Actually understanding like what it is that like you're here to do, or what it is that you are blessed to do. Spontaneous, heart chakra. So yes, definitely taking on a chance to actually do what you normally don't do, because green is with the heart chakra. So spontaneous, so actually diving into those things that you feel, or like, let's say if you had a feeling like, I want to do that, like, or like you have some type of connected feeling to something that you really want to do, or something that you want to experience. It's like you're going to spontaneously feel it and bring it into your reality, or you're going to spontaneously feel it and act and like do it. Or like, I just heard see it. Okay, what else for spontaneous? Damn, a lot popped out. Take it, don't take it. Okay, if I take all of them, I'm not pulling no more. And then we'll jump into the oracles. Okay, fell again. Right, so we got truce. Honestly, I really don't want to take all of these, because so I feel like there's, okay, so, oh, this is symbolic too. So I'm getting that like you could go with one thing, so like you could be spontaneous like in the moment, and then be like, no, I want to do that. But then like you get to doing it, or you get to like really experiencing it, and it's not really what you want, or it's not at that level where you just like, I enjoy this, or I really like it's like you're bringing it in, but then you're viewing it like, okay, is that really how I want to do that? Or is that really what I want? Is that really how I want to handle that? Let's see. Okay, Okay, please give me just one or a few cards for the spontaneous. Selfless, green heart chakra. So you're realizing that your purpose is to be spontaneous and free. Like, you're not meant to be one of those type of people that's like selfish or like always just thinking about self. Like, I feel like when you spontaneously care for others or when you spontaneously love others, I feel like that's because it's in your nature. It's part of who you are. So you're realizing now that like, damn, when I'm being so giving to these people, or when I'm being so like, so I just keep hearing giving. When I'm being so giving to these people, when I'm being so selfless and thinking about everybody else but myself, I feel like it does create this happiness, but at the same time, I'm getting this feeling of like, but that's not something that you speak. So you don't speak up. So you put out the part where it's like, so you put out the part where you'll be like, oh, yeah, I enjoy doing this for people. But then there's also a side of you that does be like, damn, like, hate how motherfuckers do me, you know? And I feel like by 2024, you will learn how to master this lesson with like who to give your time and energy to, what to give your time and energy to, because I'm getting that you're not going to be in a position anymore to really understand these people. Like, you're going to get to a point in your life where, or by 2024, you're going to get to a point where you don't allow what's not given back to you to affect you anymore, because then you're not going to be given to situations. Like, you're gonna see it for what it is, to the degree that you're not going to give. Like, gut feeling, second thought, yeah, because I feel like in heart chakra, so definitely going back into the basics with connecting with who you started out being. So let's say you started out being a loving person, right? But then like on a journey or through dealing with experiences with certain people, like it blocked off your heart chakra, or like it took you away from like what you really felt was who you were, or like what you were supposed to do. And I feel like now you come back into alignment with, you know, with going back into the basics, you're now really seeing like, okay, damn, when I was being spontaneous, when I was being selfless and not selfish, and being indecisive, and you know, you starting to see like a lot of those things were the things that were literally that I was good. Okay, so when I was at the basics and then I like, so you realizing a lot of your experiences are now creating this type of like ripple effect, to where it's like certain things in the past that were wrong are being righted, and like some of the stuff that was written right in the past is like, or like, I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Okay, so you got told too many lies, 3D in reverse, which would turn into 5D, girl in reverse, which would turn into boy, and intuitive in reverse, which would go into second thought in reverse. So that would be either way the same thing. So somebody possibly could have been, you possibly could have been following somebody that could have been a guide, and they could have like told you lies about like stuff about 5D, or like they could have told you like you have to do this or do that. Like, I don't know, I'm getting the energy of like somebody would just wanted to spread some shit. Boy, intuitive in reverse. So this could have been dealing with a masculine energy who is not really tapped into their intuition, but they're always like spreading information, or they're always like telling lies. I'm gonna read this how I'm getting it too, because I feel like this is really who they are. 3D in reverse and speaking truth in reverse, because I feel like somebody has yet to learn how to connect to this reality. So I'm gonna say this, but I will say take this with a grain of salt. So this person could be like a reptile, or they could be somebody that thrives off of that type of low energy, and I feel like they were like feeding you information that was not accurate, or that like they were faking something. Okay, let me get just one more energy on why this person was spreading false information. Truce and focused on my money in reverse. Okay, so, ooh, yeah, that's crazy, bro. So I'm getting that somebody now wants to come in and like try to make things right, because I'm getting the energy of like, I'm gonna have to switch it around because this is in reverse, but focused on the money is in reverse. So somebody now wants to come into a truce with somebody because they realize like they're getting karma for how they treated a person, or somebody now wants to. Well, I'm gonna read the other side too, because when I saw like that too, it put it together too. So regret, /love on myself. So what I'm getting with this though is somebody regretted. So let's say in the past, right? Somebody was just focused on themselves. So they was like being selfish about, like, I don't know if it was a friendship, or I don't know if it was like business, but somebody was being like selfish about how they were like taking from another person, or how they were like using another person. But now somebody is regretting it because they're starting to have, and all this green here, so definitely connected with the heart chakra. So somebody is having a realization through the heart chakra about the way they've possibly been treating people, or the way that they've been projecting out things or acting. And I feel like it's all coming full circle now. And I feel like, so somebody is now seeing like the flip side of their behavior. And I think this is why, so this could be you, or this could be a person that was in your energy, but whoever it's for, the main message is going back to the basics. So someone is now realizing like they can't keep doing the same things they have to do. Like, so so that's what I'm getting to. I'm getting somebody had pure intentions when they started doing what they was doing, but then they started getting into like this power thing, and the power started to make them just tell or say anything. But I'm really getting that like with the 2024, that by 2024, either there's gonna be, we still have about a good 7 months. So between now and 7 months, this person or you could go through some things that brings you back to the basics, and it allows you to see like the rights from the wrongs, or the what you should, what you shouldn't, the how you should, how you shouldn't. And I feel like that's gonna allow this situation to heal. But I feel like right now it's like you gotta just go back to the basics. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it because that's the message. Like, go back to the basics. Like, back to the basics. Like, yeah, you made it this far, thinking that you didn't need the basics anymore. But now you're at a point where it's like you have no choice but to turn back to the basics. Going back to the going back to the drawing board. That's what I just heard. Like, you got to go back to the drawing board, because it's like, and that's the thing. It's like you stopped using a drawing board because you thought you knew it all. And I feel like that's what happened when you started to become selfish. Like, or when you start tapping into the lower selfish energies, you start to feel like, oh, I know this, I know that, I know, like, I know this, I know that. But I feel like with you trying to act like you know stuff, I feel like it started to drain you. Because like the whole time I was like, oh, no. Like, I just felt so drained. Like, damn, like, oh, I'm so drained. Like, but I know everything though, right? I shouldn't feel like this because I know everything, right? So maybe that could be somebody else's mentality too. Like, they feel like they knew everything. So it's like, oh, I'm right. Or it's something in that ballpark. You need to put the work in. So someone definitely needs to just take some time back and go back to the basics and put the work in there. Like, stop trying to find new solutions to the basic problems. Like, you're trying to go above and beyond to like find clarity about something that you already have clarity about, but yet you're allowing, I'm getting this fear, so you're possibly allowing fear to put you in this position where you don't really feel confident or strongly about your energy or like what you're giving. So maybe that's possibly why you could have start becoming selfish, or when you realize the switch from you being selfless. So it's giving me an energy of like heart chakra open, heart chakra closed. Oh man, I was trying to sneeze. Bro, I just had this vision of like somebody being like, like somebody faked something. Bro, I'm telling you, this is what I say in the card. Somebody faked something, right? Or they said faking or something. So I feel like somebody faked something. I don't know what somebody faked. See, I will go deeper into the tarot, but I'm not using them today. Or at least I don't have them up here by me, and I'm not gonna stop here, go there, and it's, Okay, so animals, what wisdom does the collective need, or whoever person reading this is, either if it resonates or not, what wisdom and closing messages do they need to hear to be able to understand and fully fall into alignment with what it is that they need to hear, see, or learn? All right, let's see. Okay, so you got dolphin play. So you definitely need to just take some time right now to don't keep holding yourself back right now. I feel like you need to go out and experience and explore the world. Like you need to actually go out and enjoy doing certain things, like play. Have more time to go enjoy yourself. Because I feel like a lot of this is because you're trying to find yourself, but you're losing yourself at the same time. Both of these landed in reverse. So, you got Raccoon Inventor and Polar Bear Mystic. I have the book today, so I'm going to read off what those mean in reverse. So, we start with the Polar Bear. Okay. Did you forget that you need to spend time alone? Has too much activity got you cranky? Be sure to rest. Is something not smelling quite right? Ask your totem for clarity. Make time for dreaming in solitude. So definitely, you haven't been, so you might not have been connected with your dreams lately, or you possibly have not been tapping into like these different realms because of the lack of feeling like that you can create, or the lack of feeling like you can actually go towards something. You got Squirrel, always be prepared. Old Soul, Higher Calling, and Regeneration. So I feel like you already know what you have to do. You just have to allow yourself to go back down the path of the life you've already lived. And if you understand me, what I'm saying about the life you already lived, meaning like if you're an old soul, you've been here before, then your soul knows. So even if your body is doing things, your soul and your slow down, all right. Even if your body is acting right, your soul is so powerful that it still can transcend what the body is doing. And you know what? Prime example, right? So I used to always like stretch and stuff, and like whenever I would be like bored, or if I'd just be chilling, I would like do certain stretches and stuff, right? So I think it was this one day, like I think I was in like this class and like we was talking about like, you know, like how yoga can affect your chakras and stuff, right? So I remember they was going through the video and I think they did like root and sacral. Bro, tell me why the same exercise they was doing for the yoga was the same stuff that I was doing as just stretches, not knowing anything about that. So that just shows for itself, like, damn, that was already in me, right? Even though physically I had never really looked into yoga or had really been like, oh, let me try to, you know, I'm just stretching. But my regular stretching is literally yoga. So that just shows like, damn, so maybe, you know, my soul already knew something about yoga, or in a past life I knew something about yoga. So I feel like you're something within your past life is preparing you, or something dealing with, hold on, let me read what it said first. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Okay, going back to the beginning. Okay, so I get what this saying. So you're a very adaptable person. So you know how to move between the energies, but I feel like you lost your way a little bit because of the simple fact that you had to go through healing. You had to realize that there were certain things that were not for your highest good. And because you kept trying to indulge into those things, that's what was holding you back. That's what was keeping you in this energy of not really tapping into being that mystic that you are. You were not really seeing yourself for who you were because you were so focused on, like this certain way of trying to live, or this certain way of trying to like exist in a reality. And I feel like you're now getting to a point where you realize like, okay, me trying to live, and it's kind of like what I just said, trying to live through this physical body and do right what the physical want versus like what the soul want. It's like you're seeing how like it don't really push you down the path that you need to go. All right, what else? All right, you got dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Ride with dignity. What did I just say? Literally what did I just say? Ancient wise sage. Meaning like you're a person that is ancient. You're wise beyond your years. So you could be 15 and know shit that like people 60, 70 know. Like for example, I just saw this video and they was talking about how this girl was only 14 and she's already finna graduate either high school or like college or some shit like that. And I remember looking, like when I saw it, I remember like, she's been here before. Like, and it's so crazy how I just said this shit off rip. Like I ain't do nothing. I was like, yeah, she's been here before. So I feel like we're starting. So I feel like, so this is like a confirmation of letting you know that like all those nudges you've been feeling, all those things that you've been feeling like, well, I already know that. And I feel like sometimes like, even though you already know that, you're having to relearn that. But you're relearning that is allowing you to come back in tune within your wisdom. So that your miracles can open up. Shit, all of them trying to come out. Partnerships. I think I pulled that one out. Hold on, 2 more fell on the flow. So I feel like you need to take time right now to like tap more into yourself, tap more into your magic. Even if you gotta start doing like candle magic, mirror magic, I feel like start doing like little magic for yourself. Because I feel like you're gonna see how powerful you are. Like you're gonna see how much you know. That's the main thing I'm getting. Like you're gonna see how much you know. And I'm getting, this makes so much sense now. Now we've been saying like back to the basics, right? Back to the basics of what the soul knows, right? Versus then what the body is trying to like configure. Because maybe the body is trying to adapt itself to the reality that it's in, or the circumstances that it is or has experienced. And I feel like what that is doing is it's creating like this dissonance of actuality, meaning like it's creating this like you're not looking at shit the same no more. don't even know what the fuck dissonance is. This is my first time probably saying that word, so I definitely know that shit's channeled. Because what the fuck, dissonance? Like, I want to look this shit up now. What the fuck does dissonance mean? Like, no. How would you fucking spell it? That's a, hold on. Hopefully I spelled it right. Dissonance, lack of harmony among musical notes. A tension or clash results for a combination of two disharmonious or unstable elements. So trying to put two low energies together only makes more low energy. It doesn't create high energy. Now putting a low and a positive together, or high energy, would create a neutral energy. High and a high would create a more abundant and a positive energy. So you see what I'm saying? So I feel like you're learning how to disconnect from shit that ain't resonating. That's just simply how I'm getting it. So that's all I got, y'all. I really hope that this reading helped y'all get some clarity or understanding. If this was your reading, or if you feel like this, even if it was just like a part, the beginning or the end, whatever it was that you felt resonated, like, make sure you comment and say that, you know, because maybe it's not just about the confirmation and being like, oh, that was my story. But sometimes other people need to know, like, bro, they're not alone. Like, oh, damn, I'm going through that same thing too. Like, damn, I'm trying to find my way back too. Like, I'm having to go back to the basics too, because, you know, this whole time I tried to do it the earthly way, you know, and we realizing, like, bro, we're souls. Like, so a lot of shit our soul be wanting, it's not really what the physical body is doing. And we're not realizing that through each time we have this combative field, that battle between soul and ego. Ego, physical, soul, the spirit inside your body. So, like I said, that's all I got. I hope these messages helped y'all. And until the next video, it's your boy Bz, the Dream Visionist. And I love each and every one of you beautiful souls. Until the next video.